is in session. Welcome to Digital Scribeology. I am your professor, your instructor, your coach, Nayim Edwards. Today, I want you to imagine being in a box. You have no control over the environment. You have no control over when you eat, what you eat, when you drink, what you drink. It's been 2 days and you are still in this box. Nobody's come by. Nobody's came and said anything to you. No sign of life outside of the box. You're just in this box. We know on day 3, with nothing to drink, especially no water, you start to break down and wither on the vine, right? It's day 3, and somebody comes and knocks on the front of your box. You answer the box door, or whatever it would be called on the box, the door, right? And they say, hey, I have a bottle of water for you. And you're just like jumping up and down. You're ecstatic. You're happy. You're like, oh my God, thank you. I haven't had nothing to drink. This is my 3rd day. I felt myself getting woozy and withering on the vine. But then they tell you that you can have this bottle of water, but it's got a little bit of piss in it. That is exactly what signing a deal in 2023 is. Somebody handing you a bottle of water with piss in it, and you take the water and you drink the water anyway because you haven't had nothing. You're so deprived of the basic necessities that you need to survive in the situation that you are in, being a person with no control of the environment, no control of what's happening in the box, no control over anything. You are happy to get a bottle of water that has piss in it. Why do rappers keep signing bad deals? You can pull any excuse you want out your ass, whether it be motherfuckers is broke, need financial opportunities, lack education. What's another thing they say? They're going to take it and they're going to flip it into something better. That's if you survive actually being able to outlive your deal, and not outlive in the sense of dying, just not getting caught up in literally the worst bank loan you could possibly get in the history of whatever, doing all the work and not getting any credit for doing all the work and not getting what you deserve. You make, for every penny you make, they make $100. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. If you manage to survive, because a lot of people seem to think that they're going to sign a deal because they tell us, oh, your first deal is the worst deal, and oh, it's supposed to be shitty, and all this nonsense. Not in 2023, it's not. So people think they're going to get it and just take the opportunity because it's an opportunity. But let's put signing a deal on the pH scale. All the record labels are on the pH scale somewhere, right? If you have a basic understanding of the pH scale, you know that 0 to 6.9 is acid, 7 to 7.9 is neutral, which is water, and then 8 to 14 is base. All your record labels are on the pH scale somewhere. You are supposed to be water. They're supposed to come to you, and water representing equality and fairness, which never happens. So remember what I said, if you're in an environment and you can't control it and somebody hands you a bottle of water with piss in it, which urine has the pH of 6 to 6 point, whatever the fuck, 6.9, 6 to 6.9. There are people who will actually believe that drinking the water, because the water with the piss in it is way easier to digest and way better to drink than the water with the battery acid, the water with the sulfuric acid, drinking vomit, which would be a pH of 1, which falls in the acid category. So when you are looking at labels offering you the bottle of water with the piss, I'd rather drink piss water than drink somebody else's vomit. I'd rather drink water with spit in it, which is the same as the piss water, which is the pH of 6 to 6.9. They'd rather have that because that's closer to the water. I'd rather drink water somebody spit in than have to sit here and guzzle all of this vinegar, which is way down the line at pH 2 or pH 0, which is popping the top of a battery off and taking that shit to the head. They'd rather do that. The problem, or, you know, we're not going to just do acid because, excuse me, people seem to think that acids and bases are so different. They're only different in chemical makeup, but they do the same thing. This is basic science. I'm telling you why people will sign trash deals and they keep doing it. People seem to think that because, again, you at 7, you're an artist at 7, you're trying to get as close to 7 as possible with your deal to make it as fair and as equitable as possible. Somebody came in again with the piss water, somebody came in with the vomit, and somebody came in with the battery acid. So you think you're going to go on to the other side where the other labels at and the other deals is at, and you're going to go get you a deal where they let you drink some bleach. That's way down there with the goddamn stomach acid, because bleach has a pH of 13. So you're like, fuck, I don't want to do the bleach deal. I don't want to drink bleach. I ain't had nothing to drink in 2 fucking days. It's day 3. So maybe I'll just drink some ammonia. You know, maybe ammonia is better. Ammonia is kind of better. You know, it's got a pH of 11. That's a base. You know, and then maybe a motherfucker will be like, you know, I can get as close as I can and I'll just go drink some ocean water or some shit. You know, still terrible for you, right? But it's closer because ocean water has a pH of 8. Excuse me. It's closer to water. So now you have 2 labels that, you know, the battery acid people at the pH of 0, they're just offering you garbage. The goddamn fucking bleach people is offering you the same garbage as the goddamn, you know, drain cleaning people, which is at 14, and, you know, people that want you to drink the puke. Now you're looking at spit water, piss water, or seawater. You still not understanding that none of these things are for fucking consumption. You're not supposed to drink any of this shit. You're supposed to be trying to get water, not fucking seawater and spit and all this other shit. I say that to say that if you put all the labels on the pH scale, it doesn't matter if they're acidic, it doesn't matter if they're a base. Acids and bases do the same thing. They corrode and erode and break shit down. Acids might be louder and more violent as far as, well, the violence is not more violent because bases are just as violent. They're just more, they're a smoother type of violence. It's like if you put violence in a blender and blended the shit up and, you know, now it's easier to pour into a mold. Acid is loud and is uncontrollable and is crazy, and you really, you know, it's scary. Acids are scary. You think about sulfuric acid, they burn and they hurt. But the thing is, bases do the same thing. They burn and they hurt and they're violent, but they're just kind of smoother and it's easier to break down. Like soap is a base. What does soap do? Soap breaks down dirt, and it actually, what soap does is it busts the dirt enzymes all up on your hand, and it makes it, you know, easier to open those cells. You know, this shit like that. We're not here for that. But a soap is a base. A soap is just as dangerous as a car battery. You know, if you congest both of these, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to fucking kill you. They keep doing it because they think that because I go over to somebody that's going to kill me and give me a kiss while they stabbing me in my chest, that makes it way better than somebody who just put a gun to my head and blow my shit out in front of my family. That, both of them are trying to kill you. What are you talking about? They think the white ice is colder. They think that, oh, if I sign this bad deal because they pretended to be my friend, or they pretended to be down, or they danced the Dougie, or they did some shit like that, that makes it, if somebody, they feel like if somebody's nicer to them and somebody goes easy on them while they killing them, then that is way better than somebody just being flat out violent, flat out saying fuck you, flat out pillaging and raping the land and all of that shit. This is why they're going to keep doing it. A motherfucker think they smarter than, or they're in a better position than somebody who looks at a bad deal and be like, you know what? No, I can't fuck with it. Because that lady me like, you want me to drink stomach acid? Yeah, you know, I had peach cobbler for lunch. You know, it's just peach cobbler, but it's vomit. Or they'll be like, oh, you want me to drink oven cleaner? Yeah, I just put a little oven cleaner there, but it's just like, you know, it's the same shit. If you follow what I'm saying, like, I tried to make this as easy as possible to understand, and it's just like people want to be coddled. As long as you nice to a motherfucker, they feel like if you're nice to me, there's no way you could fuck me over. If you're nice to me, there's no way you would do bad business with me. How could he be fucked up, man? He did the chicken head and he knows all of 3 6 Mafia's lyrics. How could he possibly give me a bad deal? Because that's what they're gonna do. Fucking my candle blew. Fucking with my sinuses now. But I hope this was a good example. I'm not sure where this is gonna land, but it's just they think that they're smarter because somebody shows some interest in them. They think that because people show interest in them that it fucking matters how they kill them. Doesn't matter if they drop you in the bleach or they drop you in the acid. They both corrode. So it's no reason. This is why it's just a mind trick. It's a mind game. They like to fucking play games. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. So this is Digital Scribeology. They keep signing trash deals because somebody was nice to them and somebody offered them something that they just didn't feel like doing their due diligence for. Class is dismissed.